Chris Chinnock here for Display Central here in the Harmonic suite at NAB 2014. And back of me is a very interesting demo they're showing. This is a 120 hertz frame rate demo of UHD content, 4K content. Now it started as 4K 30 frame content, and there's a processor that's been built by Sigma Designs that does frame rate quadrupling as well as motion interpolation. So it's got all of the capabilities to do scaling within those frames to produce this 120 hertz content. Now this is actually very slow content, not particularly the best content they could have chosen to do this. I did see some problems in some, it looked like some blue casts in some of the areas, so there's some chroma problems with some of that. And there's not a lot of motion that you can really put your finger on to illustrate the benefits of the higher frame rate. There is one piece where you can see a snake kind of going diagonally across the middle of this thing. It's a split screen demo, so you've got the 30 frames and the 120 on the other. And there is one scene where the snake is kind of going sideways, and you can see on the 120 hertz that the details on the snake's back are clear and crisp, and they're a little bit blurred out on the 30 frame content. So interesting, but clearly the ideal solution would be to have 120 hertz capture content. But then you have issues of how do you deliver all that extra data. So the debate about delivering more pixels and delivering higher frame rates has an analogy. You could argue that there's one way to do it is to capture in 4K, capture at 120, and deliver all that infrastructure through compression methods, all that information through compression methods to the home. Or you could argue that you capture at 120 or capture at 4K, you down res or down frame rate, deliver it as a more standard traditional signal with some metadata, and then reinflate those at the home, and that may be it will be more bandwidth efficient. The question is will the image quality be good enough? And I think that's clearly an open debate at this point. The other thing that Harmonic is showing is just in back of me here is live 4K 60 encoding. They are joining several other folks in the ability to do that right now. They're running their particular demo mostly at 20 megabits. There's some content at 15. But it looks, again, quite acceptable, and again, here to prove that live 4K encoding is now feasible. So that's the story. Chris Chinnock for Display Central in the Harmonic booth.